This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Rachel Fife.
Well, welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Now, if you're looking for a chiropractor whose approach does not include cracking, popping, or twisting, well, I have just the right chiropractor service for you. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbors, Dr. Chris and Dr. Sasha with Infinite Life Chiropractic. Dr. Chris and Dr. Sasha, how is it going?
We're doing good. Thank you so much for having us today. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate this opportunity.
Well, we're excited to learn about you and your business. So one of you, tell us about your business.
So we're based out of Santa Ana, so right off the 55 freeway in McFadden. We've been in practice for the past 5 years. So we opened up during COVID, which has been both a challenge and a blessing. It's been really, really fun, but we practice upper cervical. So slightly different from what most people experience through chiropractic is that we analyze and adjust the neck without any twisting, cracking, or popping. And I would say around 80% of our patients experience some sort of dizziness, vertigo, headaches, migraines, things like ringing in the ears. So a little bit more neurological problems than what you would maybe typically consider chiropractic for.
Okay. Well, how did you guys get into this business?
Well, within chiropractic, it changed both of our lives significantly. I had been dealing with many things like concussions, like brain fog throughout the majority of my young adult life and adolescent life through playing football and doing a bunch of sports. So upper cervical was something that completely changed my life. My brain fog went away, my grades started going up. So I knew that this was something that I really needed to do. And Dr. Sasha definitely has her own chiropractic story, but
Yes, I actually had no idea I wanted to be a chiropractor. I would say this kind of like a leap of faith. I knew I wanted to be somewhere in like the health profession to help someone. So before I decided to become a chiropractor, I was experiencing, do I want to be a PT? Do I want to be an OT? And I was living in a chiropractic student house because I was living with him and I was just listening to them, studying, and I just fell in love. And I decided, I think like 3 weeks before class started, I was just like, I don't know what it is. I want to join your school. I don't want to be the crazy girlfriend that follows you, but I wanted to apply. I applied, got accepted the next day, and 3 weeks later, went into chiropractic school and here. So that's a different story for me, for sure.
Wonderful. Well, what do you think are some myths or misconceptions in your industry?
Yeah, a lot of things that I've heard through my patients was that, chiropractic is scary or chiropractic is really aggressive. We've seen a lot of things on social media, but it doesn't have to be that way. There is actually a lot of different techniques within the chiropractic profession, and I think they're all great. We just have to find the right fit for us. Some people don't like the twisting, cracking, or popping, and I think that would be a good fit for us because we do our 3D X-ray analysis. We create very specific and very gentle adjustments. So in our office, most times people say like, hey, you didn't even do anything. It didn't feel like much during the actual adjustment. So if people are afraid or if they are just hesitant, maybe because they've had surgery, past injuries, it's still very possible to get chiropractic care.
Wonderful. Now, so we know marketing is really the heart of every business. So how are you guys attracting your customers or your patients?
Yeah. So, kind of starting off with COVID, everyone prior to that was doing like events and like trying to do like health talks and things like that. So during COVID, obviously that was not happening. So we've learned to pivot and learn how to do things through social media. So we did a lot of ads. We do a lot of networking groups. During the time it was all through Zoom, but now there's a lot more face-to-face networking and interactions and things like that, but mainly through ads. And now that we've been in practice for about 5 years, it's a lot of referrals. So most of our marketing is either going through ads, social media, and then different networking groups and then referrals.
Okay. Have you guys ever thought of doing your own podcast?
I've kind of pondered on it, but no.
Not really.
Okay, well now outside of work, what do you guys like to do for fun?
So we love being in the outdoors. So we love to go camping. We have a dog, so she really pushed us to go to different hikes and parks. We're also trying to learn how to surf together, which has been really interesting and fun. So I love being in the ocean. We love being in the ocean. So a lot of just, if we're not at work, if we're not at home, we're just somewhere out there in the field, in the water, having fun. So we love the outdoors.
Wonderful. Well, Dr. Chris and Dr. Sasha, please tell our listeners one thing they should remember about Infinite Life Chiropractic.
One thing to remember is that I think a lot of our patients come into our practice when they're at their wit's end. And a lot of times people are getting all these tests like MRIs and CT scans and blood labs, and everything's just coming back normal. And they're like, man, like, I don't feel okay. Like, I have all these problems. Everyone keeps telling me I'm okay, but I'm obviously not. And so chiropractic could be something that is an avenue that you might want to look into, because a lot of people think that chiropractic is about pain when really it's not. It's all about function. And so when your body is dysfunctional, it doesn't really matter what's going on. You're going to display a symptom, and everyone is going to display sometimes different symptoms. And so when you get a chiropractic adjustment, the theory is that you should be actually clearing the nervous system of its stress. We experience different types of stress, like physical, mental, and chemical stress daily. And so when the body accumulates all this stress, eventually something breaks down. And a lot of the times, pain or these symptoms that people are feeling is just an alert system that something is going on. And so if you're really struggling with something and you don't really know what to do, maybe look into upper cervical chiropractic or just chiropractic in general, and maybe it might change your life.
Wonderful. Well, how can our listeners learn more about Infinite Life Chiropractic?
Yeah, I mean, we have our website. We have a lot of information about us as the doctors. And then we also have our therapy dog cookies is on there. And we have a lot of great information about Blair, the technique, and a lot of other, frequent asked questions that I think a lot of people are curious about. We also have our social media. We are active on Instagram. We do have a YouTube channel as well. And do we just share the information of that right here?
Yeah, sure. And go ahead.
Yeah, our website is infinitelifeoc.com. And then our Instagram.
Our Facebook, and our YouTube is all at Infinite Life OC. So nice and simple.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, Dr. Chris and Dr. Sasha, I really appreciate you being on the show. And, we wish you and your business really all the best moving forward.
Yeah, we appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to be here with you.
Right back at you.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnporangecounty.com. That's gnporangecounty.com. Or call 714-941-8862.
Great